Good morning. Please ignore this crooked angle because I'm not sure what's going on, but my camera is crooked. Anyway, I just got back from getting dental work done, so I'm having a little trouble talking. I'm like really puffy. They had to do front work, and I'm wearing no makeup, so I look pretty rough. I don't care. I wanted to talk about what happened at the dentist and how it just ties into current society in general under Trump. So, I get to the dentist in the town where I live and find out that their internal internet, their wired and internet is down, and they can't check me in because everything's internet based now everywhere you go. Fortunately, getting dental work doesn't require the internet as far as the instruments are concerned. So, and by the way, finally fixed my snaggle teeth in the front. They weren't going to do that until they got to my front fillings, and now I don't have snaggle teeth anymore, which is great. But while I'm getting the dentist work done, Comcast came out and discovered that the building had actually been vandalized. The cable, somehow, some cable in the back had been cut. So Comcast was able to come and fix the problem while I'm in the chair. So once I get out of the chair, I went up front to pay my copay, which, by the way, is $33 today, and that's kind of important in how absurd everything is. So they have to sync their computer program back up to the internet, and it's taking a long time. And the receptionist was just like, well, can I call you and get the payment? I don't really answer the phone because that's what I do at work, and I'm not doing it on my free time. I use my phone for everything except making calls, right? So she said, well, can I send you a link that you can pay your copay? And I'm like, sure, I'll pay it as soon as I get home, whatever. Well, my husband goes to the same dentist, and apparently he's the primary guaranteed person as far as who they're going to go after if they have to go after us for a bill that's unpaid. And I suspect the reason is just because he's been to the dentist a lot more in the last 4 or 5 years than I've been, because I kind of took a hiatus from the dentist and other medical care for a while, but now I'm back. So that's the reason why he received the link for payment, and he let me know, hey, I got this link, go make sure that they have the right number for you, which they do, but they don't have me as the primary guaranteed payer. I'm like, okay, but by the time I came back in there to let him know, hey, you need to correct the number, they had gotten back online, so I was able to pay my $33 and some change part of my dental work, because I pay a small percentage out of what the dental insurance pays until they're maxed out, which they're pretty much maxed out at this point. So I'm not getting any more dental work other than cleanings done for a while because I don't care. I need a crown. I don't care. The tooth where the crown needs to be, it's not rotting. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't prevent me from doing things that teeth do, so I don't care. I might do it next year. Might get it pulled. I don't know. It's way in the back. Anyway, so they're so desperate for their $33 that they want it paid today, which kind of tells me that dentist office are in the ballpark of so many other medical facilities that their profit margins are on the brink of them having to close. That kind of tells me there was like no other patients in the time I was there getting a filling. Like, no other patients. And I'm used to dentists being packed to the gills. Now, maybe everybody's coming later in the day. I don't know. But it was really important for them to get my $33, that they're sending payment links, because apparently they don't paper bill. I was like, I'm good for it. When you send me a bill, I'll pay it. Just, they didn't know how long it was going to be, and they didn't want me just standing there breathing down their neck while their internet connected with their system, which I understand. But the receptionist was telling me about people trying to live in like a crawl space underneath the dentist building. People trying to live in a crawl space inside of a dentist building. This is where we're at in this country. Now, vandalism is a different sort of monster that's not necessarily linked to poverty, but many crimes are linked to poverty. If there was not poverty, many of these crimes would disappear, possibly including some of the vandalism. Possibly. But definitely loitering and camping, as they call homeless people trying to sleep somewhere for the night. Over the weekend, my husband and I went to a Walgreens kind of up the way in Spanaway, where he ran in to get something. I sat in the vehicle because I don't shop in stores anymore because they have all the shit locked up now, and I don't want to deal with that. I would rather use evil Amazon than to go deal with locked cabinets for things like foundation and mouthwash and the kind of hair color that I want and whatever I can just get on Amazon, which is unfortunate to continue feeding that beast, but that's where I'm at, and that's where a lot of people are at. So whilst I'm sitting in the vehicle at the Walgreens, on the outside, there's these speakers blasting this classical music, which is mostly these really fast violins going at top volume. I could hear it inside the car, which all the windows are rolled up because it wasn't that hot, so I was fine to sit in the car. And the purpose of it, even though nobody's going to say this, is to keep the homeless people away from the building. So we'll do anything in this country to try to address homeless, or the more appropriate term is unhoused, people, then try to get them into homes. Meanwhile, we're adding tons and tons and tons of money to the military bank, while Medicare is being stripped from people, so that places like my dentist have to worry so much about $33 fucking dollars that they don't want you to leave without paying it. I guess I'm gonna have to start carrying cash, because I know at my work the internet goes down all the fucking time, and since everything's tied to the internet and I can't even pay with a card as a guaranteed way to pay, then I guess carrying cash or anything is probably something I need to get in the habit of. Especially for when the grid goes down, for some amount of time, cash is going to be the trade before we completely fall apart. So carrying cash is probably a good idea for everybody. In the Trump regime especially. Everyone should carry some cash and should have a 30-day food supply and water supply. And I'm not even one of those conspiracy theory people. I'm not getting ready for the apocalypse. You know what my husband and I are getting ready for? Mount Rainier blowing. Because it could happen, and then the government's not going to be able to get to you, and everything's going to be destroyed, offline, whatever for a while, if not permanently, if we make it even through the event. So everyone should be prepared, like they're preparing for the zombie apocalypse, only you're preparing for the Trump apocalypse. Everyone have a good day.